Okay, we are back with what I think is episode 6. I'm going to try to project a little more because I know I get really quiet, but I don't think there's a lot of hope here. And I've tried moving my microphone, everything's set to max, this is all we got. So we're currently doing some empire management, we're beefing up a little bit. We've got this marauder here to worry about. We've got probably our next victim over here. Try to assault them out of the Gynog system. Um, is that going to work? Let's see. So they have, I guess they're probably not getting through the swarm anytime soon, but like obviously I can make fleets that are 3K, so feasibly this is no longer going to stop them. And if the Marauders come through here, the Marauders will probably wreck that. Got some subspace anomalies to look at over here. I've got these stupid space amoebas. I think my fleets are going to deal with those. So maybe not. Send this fleet over to go deal with this. Then let's just check. Yeah, they're both the same kind of admiral. Just checking if they have a sublight speed bonus. And I think we're good. Let's go. Let's increase that game speed. This planet's got a lot going on. At the end of the last episode, we took care of this, so that'll hopefully clean up the housing and the jobs and the pops and the unhappy drones. Got a science ship MIA because it ran into enemy and flew away. I say, let's check out this archaeology. And, ooh, okay, Unity of Purpose. That's a government civic, I think. We have finished excavating that, so let's go see what other things nearby we have. Guess we'll send him over to excavate this one. Got that, we've got that. We're gonna get that one. Yeah, that should be fine. This is exciting over here. So when we captured this from that other star empire, we got this ruined science nexus. If we can repair it, which costs apparently Unity, which sucks, a lot of alloys, and you'll notice my alloy cap is, okay, I guess I can build that. 4,800 days, and it requires something called mega engineering. So this is an end game structure. It's super nice to build it because normally you have to build these piecewise, but if you repair a damaged one, you get it instantly.
Intellectual booty.
You get these crystal infused plating, which just give your ships extra hit points if you use them. They're made from crystal though, which is kind of annoying. I'm gonna get plasma thrower. So plasma throwers are like lasers but aren't crack. Sometimes I don't bother with them. Might have been something better there, like the maybe I should. Maybe one of those times we can learn how to change your research. If you don't like your research option, you can go back. We'll get global energy management. They look tasty. You think that's a mushroom? That might be a mushroom. It looks like either fungoid or what we have. Nope, they're aquatic just like us. We'll still eat them. But screw you guys. They found us. They've got a big icon, which means they have a lot of territory. Where is my construction ships? Where are my closest construction ships?
Research complete.
You build a starbase.
Space charts updated.
You build that starbase? Oh, no, I don't remember what was happening. I got the territory I wanted. We'll leave it there. I want this guy to come over here and deal with this. Yeah, these guys don't care if you colonize space near them.
We grow ever stronger.
Alright, so we did get something interesting here, which is we finished our actually I'm going to get this. So this Interstellar Fleet Traditions that gives the Naval Logistics Office. This Naval Logistics Office is probably the most important starbase building you can get. Because I have this partially unlocked, it's not going to leave my research queue, so I can get it whenever I want. These two are also really nice. Obviously, more society research is good, and anything that lets you clear tile blockers, you're going to want. So the research we just finished, we look at our previous research, is gene tailoring. So this lets us modify our species. I probably won't bother with it at this point in time, but notice that my species has one trait point remaining. I can create a template and I can go in here and I can actually add a trait onto these guys. Very tempting. I could add lifespan, I could add traditional to get more unity, I could do communal. Could go for one of these. These these I don't think are super useful, these individual ones, just because most jobs that give, like if you're going research, you're building research labs, which will have researchers that do all three of these. If you are a devouring swarm like I am, you do have a lot of society research, and it can be worth it to kind of lean into that. Try to get through the genetic tech tree faster. I'm going to do this Unity one actually. So, I'm going to make a template, and whenever you make a template, you can apply it to existing species. So you can click this, you can tell it how many people you want to put it on. This will tell you how much Unity it'll cost. That's a lot of, or not Unity, research. It's a lot of research, so it would take a while to fulfill this project, which I don't think is worth it. Like 10% more Unity would be nice, but like that was 5,000 research. It's going to take me 27 months to do 4,000, so modifying my whole species I'm not crazy about. Though it's tempting to modify some of my species, like these new planets. Notice that the number of pops you do matters. So I think it's, looks like it's, I don't know what the return is here. 25? Yeah, 25 per pop plus 3,000. So it's not really worth it to do little projects because to do one planet, I could do 3,000 research, or to do all of them, I could do less than twice the cost. So we'll just save it for later. I want that naval logistics upgrade. All right, so now my fleet's here. We'll kill this thing. Tiana Vec. This might be a Tiyanki, yeah. So this is holy cow, that's a lot of space whale.
Fleet engaged.
So
Give them a
we'll
broadside.
not destroy that yet, but someday we'll come back and we'll murder the hell out of them, because that's what we do. That's how we roll. Okay, so that's dead. I'm gonna
We grow
try
ever
to
stronger.
get that fleet a little more buff. I'm not gonna use this because I don't need Gaia worlds. I
A
like ocean
system has
worlds.
been charted.
Archaeological event. Let's keep going. Tradition. I again don't really use subsidies or what are these called? Edicts. But we'll check. We'll see how much it costs. Oh, the enigmatic guest. I forget what this thing's called. It's called the enigmatic cache. Sometimes this thing chooses you, though we'll research that. 29 months is a long time. This is one of the
What have we here?
Leviathans, so I like to engage with the Leviathans at almost any cost. Here's my science ship. I don't know why you're over here doing nothing, but I want you to go research that, then survey that, and that. Okay. So let's see. First of all, who is this? This is a level 6 scientist. Sometimes, depending on the scientist, I will consider doing risky things if they're new or not particularly great. So this guy, he is a level 6 scientist, but he's got really Nothing going for him. The only reason I would hesitate is that I know I don't have a lot of unity, which means replacing him will be annoying. But let's do it. That's our other thing. Got a whole bunch of terraforming that'll finish. Interesting. I don't know what this means. So I just terraformed it. Terraforming drones have discovered it's possible to tidally lock the planet. Be detrimental to a colony, however, doing it during the terraforming process could exploit endless solar hours on the day side. That's kind of interesting. I'm curious because I think as aquatic, my ocean worlds, no, they don't, not yet. I think I can get infinite food on them later. Let's do it. Let's find out what this means. So Nyand. So, oh, okay, I'm running low on alloys, which is fine. We can build another one of these industrial districts to get that unemployed pop working.
Intellectual booty.
Global energy management, that's a generally powerful item because
Aggressive action.
that gives a building that. Ugh. Hopefully this guy will live. Yeah, he made it. Okay, he's fine. It's a lot of hostile aliens over there. But I am going to build the energy grid building. So this makes it so your tech drones produce more energy, which are the drones that work in this energy district. So I've got 15 drone drops, so that building would give me 15 more energy. I'm also going to build these crystal mines. Sometimes your planets have features on them that give you special buildings, and they're not always worth it, but if you are developing your planet, they're fine to put in because they only cost one job, so you're not going to like lose all your pops to them suddenly trying to turn into higher class employees, drones or whatever they are. Got our scientists rushing over to deal with that amoeba flagella. Got this fleet. This fleet is pretty powerful. I'm going to upgrade it and then we'll send it over to deal with the void cloud. The void cloud. So when you look at enemy ships, you really can't tell anything about them, but you can see how many shields and hull points they have. So this guy's pretty even on both. He has no armor though, which means if I want to send a fleet over to kill it,
Ships ready
probably
for
not a
action.
good idea to have all of these UV lasers on there. Having said that, I'm not going to bother to retrofit them. We'll just send them in there. I think we'll probably lose a lot of ships, but we'll find out.
Establishing a new colonial outpost.
So I'm kind of manually managing my planets here. One thing I should try to think about is specializing them now that I have 5 of them, because planets get designations. So you can choose what it does, and this gives it different bonuses, and you can even
Project
change
done.
them while they're up.
Not so special now, was it?
All right. We finished that. Hopefully something cool will happen just because I spent more than 1,200 researching it, so that wasn't really worth it. So Forge Worlds are really good if you want. Um, is that right? Is that what I'm thinking of? I think Forge Worlds are good. Fringe Planet's a common designation. Maybe it's Refinery World?
Intellectual booty.
These are good if you have small planets. Yeah, I think it's Forge World. I think Forge World is a good one for you want to have a ton of metallurgists around. Right, that makes alloys cheaper because metallurgists are what
Loots from
convert
enemy
things into
wrecks
alloys, so it's the
seized.
same as getting cheaper free stuff. Oh, it's a targeted gene expression, purple, it's rare. It's also a prerequisite to one of our ascension perks, so we need that. We'll watch this Void Cloud fight. Um, I... It's a tough set of ones. I'm probably leaning towards, let's get the cruiser. That was hard because the research is nice, but the cruiser will definitely improve our power. So, okay, we demolished this thing. We took no damage. Fired one shot off that did 500 damage, but did not destroy a ship. So, perfect. All right, we're going to rally our fleet back to here. We now have this territory opened up a little bit. We are going to go kill this amoeba just because we can. We have one probe left to look at. Checking in on our construction ships. Just hitting the Q button here to jump over to them. You can also hit some other key. I don't know what that key is that I'm thinking of. We want to set this system for now to
Intellectual
not
booty.
pass through. Something attacked these while we weren't watching because you see that A, there's a fleet missing. B, the fleets that are here are weaker, and one of them is healing from a battle. All right,
A
so now we get
system has
X-ray
been
or
charted.
shields. Both of these are tier 3, so it
We
doesn't really
grow
matter
ever
which one I
stronger.
get. I like weapons because I
We
think killing
grow
your
ever
opponent is better
stronger.
than
We
outliving
grow
them.
ever stronger.
Um, I am going to send off my colony ships for these other systems here. And let's make sure there's only one of those. This Arctic world that's here, we do want to terraform it.
We grow ever stronger.
Start its terraforming. And I'm looking to see how big these
Our
worlds are,
lookouts have detected an
just
anomaly.
because bigger worlds, like that's a size 25 world. We want to terraform, we want to colonize that. Send you up. Let's see, who else do we have? The bomb event. Just there. We have a new contact. Oh, these are so driven assimilators are interesting. They want to go out and turn everyone into cyborgs. All right, this is exciting. So we have our next ascension perk, and this is actually going to be a tough choice. So it really comes down to, do I want hydrocentric? Um, because I've been going really crazy on this, or do I want to go into engineered evolution? It's going to be a while before I get to pick my next perk. This one's kind of cool because it gives you a Colossus weapon path, which if you take the Colossus, it's like a planet destroyer, and this one lets you just flood a planet with water, turning it into an ocean world instantly and probably killing everyone on it. Tends to be what they do. They tend to kill everyone on them. Species with the aquatic trait. I guess this is molecular acclimation for evolutionary master. We're going to go with hydrocentric just because I'm not ready to spend all my research on evolving the species. We are capped on resources here, so we're going to sell, not buy, sell minerals, and then we are going to I don't think I have Tomb World Restoration, so I can't terraform a Tomb World. I am going to terraform this world, so we'll make that world better. Two,
A new port
three.
to call home.
I think this earlier race we killed probably had some origin that made it start as a federation. So I think we've met 1, 2, 3, 4 of the races, which means there's probably another people down here. But this is a way I could expand if I want to just keep
We
claiming
grow
space, which is
ever
what I
stronger.
am inclined to do. I want to check, where is my science ship? So you got spooked, you go do your job. You also go do your job. I don't know if I sent someone
A
to colonize
system has
this.
been charted.
To colonize this. And keep this research going. Oh, this is the last one. Crash starship. Oh. And we're still full on influence because we have nothing to do with it. Alright, we have another unemployed here. We need more food, so gonna get more farms. I'm gonna see if any of these would make excellent farming worlds. That's not my capital. And the answer is shockingly no.
A system has been charted.
Need civilian
Establishing a new
industries.
colonial
So
outpost.
these buildings are damaged because I don't have the districts to support them. I am gonna build that district.
Establishing a new colonial outpost.
All right. No, really? Okay, still making chapter progress there. Again, we just said we need food. We're gonna need minerals, or not minerals. We need food, energy, alloys. We're fine on minerals. We don't have that many mining districts.
Space charts
Just because
updated.
we don't have anything that uses minerals besides building up our planets. So this has 3 jobs available, 2 jobs available, 2 jobs available, no jobs available, colonizing. I think we have that anchorage research, so we are going to start.
Technology
Gosh,
secured.
I want to upgrade my star bases, but we're going to put in those naval logistics offices on all of our anchorages.
Our lookouts have detected an anomaly.
Uh, that does not cause us to run out of food. All of these are generally good. This one's kind of underwhelming. Generally, if you're in a war and you need to build more ships, it's too late. Not always true, but it's true a lot more often than it needs to be. Build more shipyards. He said just talking about how if you need more ships, it's too late.
Space charts updated. Turnabout.
B.
We cannot fight this foe.
Right. So our science vessel ran into something
Land
scary.
ho! A new
Just gonna
colony
finish
is
making
underway.
anchorages. Alright, as part of our observation efforts, I don't know why I care about this. I'm just gonna eat these people anyways. I wonder I can tear. Okay, new goal. Get ecological adaptation so that we can terraform this planet while people live on it. That would be hilarious. Yep, that's not our problem. If I were like a nice race and role-playing that, I would call it my
Our
problem,
lookouts have
but
detected
I'm
an
not.
anomaly.
Harmonic Bay there, that'll make up the one we erased
Technology
earlier.
secured.
Got a lot going on and not making for a
Anomalous
riveting
space-time
content.
continuum ahead. We grow
Okay,
ever
let's
stronger.
continue building and expanding.
We grow ever stronger.
Right, one last log has been found and translated. That's it. We just got a ton of minor artifacts for that, which isn't bad. At some point I'll get cool stuff to spend minor artifacts on. But I guess right now it's a little underwhelming.
We grow ever stronger.
See what we're doing. Construction ships. Build, build. You already built. Go down here, build that. Build those. Go over there, I guess. You go back to researching. Check, make sure you're all in fear mode and research mode.
We grow
I wonder if
ever
there's a way I
stronger.
can turn off
Taking a piece of
notifications
action.
for this thing. I don't think so. Just stop running into hostile aliens. This is nice because this I can totally
We grow
colonize.
ever stronger.
Little worried about the
Alert all! A new colony is
marauders
underway. We
here,
grow ever stronger.
but we're quickly getting to a point where we can probably think about dealing with them. And if I deal with them soon, like, if I don't deal with them soon, rather, they're gonna awaken, which will be a huge pain in the rear for me.
A new port
Unfortunately,
to call
I think I
home.
have cruisers now. So cruisers are interesting because now we can use strike craft. So I'm going to replace all of my ship parts. I like the long range, the large weapon component here for some range, the hangar, and then just really going for range. Autofill it. If you have Amoeba Flagella strike craft, those are really good strike craft up until you get like the level 3 of these. So definitely worth investing in. And now we're going to change our combat tactic here. So normally this is line, it'll go to medium range, which is that 50 weapon range. We want to go at longer range. So this is a carrier. 150 is a little bit too large. It won't do quite what I want. We'll tell it to go to 80, which is convenient because that's also the range on our large X-ray laser. So it'll stay back. It'll shoot at things with its laser, and it'll let its strike craft, which have a ridiculous combat range, deal with it. Um, so those guys will fight over very large distances. We have the regenerative hull tissue that we got from some of the space organisms. This is nice because our ships will regenerate. Because I'm a swarm, pretty sure our ships regenerate anyways. Uh, yep, daily hull regeneration, daily armor regen. So this will really just top our ships up faster. And what's really nice about that is it means we don't have to bring our ships back to a shipyard for them to heal between battle. They'll just passively heal. It does
Ships
take a
ready
while.
for
You know,
action.
like 0.5% per day means it's going to
We
take
grow
200 days to
ever
repair.
stronger.
But over the course of a campaign, that adds up. Time to start thinking about what to do with these planets. This is a small planet, size 13. It's got 4 districts left. It's only got 5 building slots available too. So I'm probably going to start committing to this is going to be a city planet, and I'm going to try to finagle the jobs so that the number of jobs and housing I have balance out and work from there. I'm also going to get rid of this one mining district for a hive district. So that's not great because that's going to cause someone to lose their jobs, which would have been better to wait on that, but whatever. All right, so I've got 14k minerals. I can do a little bit of planet planning. Can't get rid of that blocker. Size 13, also small. Energy credits. Um, ooh, lots of society research. That's pretty nice. Um, Probably not going to lean too heavily into that. We'll see if I have any weird buildings that do something cool with society research, like my synaptic node. No. They just make Unity. Some races, or some civics, the synaptic node gives you Unity and society research. So if that were the case here, I would consider leaning into that. Hard to ignore this 20% society research, and I get 5% physics from here. So this would make a nice research world, which maybe we'll do. We'll go for a tech world here. And I'm going to designate that now just so I don't forget. Tech world, we're going to name it something. There we go. Technology Prime. Very organic, natural sounding name. We'll build some districts, build some research labs, and we'll just lean into the how many society researchers we can get on this planet. All right, next planet, size 15. So the alien studies, if we go to this planet, just means that the enigmatic cache is above it. So this is not a permanent bonus, so I'm not going to design my planet around it. Otherwise, this would be a really nice research planet if it had a permanent 30% research bonus. Uh, so we do have a lot of energy districts available on this world. Not so much of the agriculture. Let's see what our other planets have. If this world will be a really nice agriculture world. B2. So there's no need to go agriculture here. We'll use this for its energy, I think. Let's build a couple of those. Research labs, research labs. Why is this world so research? Oh, okay. This world is the one that's the fancy one. So this one, we are absolutely going to do this. Holy cow. And, okay, so this is what the mining station's for. So yeah, we're going to do this dayside infrastructure. And then this will be a nice big world for generators. We're going to change this into a generator world. It won't let me rename it. Oh, there we go. Okay. Wondering if there's a special planet or something. Wouldn't make any sense. All right, so got solar planet, all caps. This world's already got a lot of food on it. Again, we do not need civilian industries for any reason. I'm not even sure I want that on here. Let's put a food processing facility. So this will be a farm world. This world's almost done colonizing. So let's start thinking about it. Oh, this world's going to be food, yeah. These worlds already have buildings on them because they're the planets I stole from that other civilization. Just get rid of these mining districts because we don't need them. I don't think I'll need a mining district in my entire empire. Alright, so this is the amoeba flagella I was talking about. And we're gonna get that. So this is a more powerful strike craft. Okay, we've got some exciting stuff here. Oh, could get the next level strike craft too, but we'll get the weather control system. Add mutation vats. That's kind of cool. So Gruner Prime. Oh, this is that Tomb World. So I think that just put a building on it. Maybe it's it might also be a feature. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, it's a feature. So this world is very tempting. I think Gruner is this is the star system that those aliens, the predecessors are from, the precursors. So this guy has, I think, 2 more things within our territory to think about. We'll send our little fleet over to, guess you're going there to upgrade. Got some aliens for first contact. Do that. Send our dude over. I guess I forgot we have this spy network going. Let's see how this is doing. So we've got 50 infiltration. It's not going to go anywhere unless we do something with it. So because we have 50, I'm going to try to get an asset. Tell it to commence when ready. And this will try to recruit someone else into my spy network. You'll notice that the these missions have
Our
different icons
lookouts
next
have
to them, and
detected
you
an
get assets
anomaly.
who specialize in these icons. So ideally, I want assets who have this little circuit processor icon, just because that's the best one. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, what's this? Monstrous. The mountain range is actually a gigantic egg. You can eat it, crack the egg, study it from afar. What horror would hatch from it? All right, let's
There is
go
new
inside.
information in the situation log. Ledger of situations amended.
Let's crack the egg. All right, I'm so sorry, little dude. I'm pretty sure you're gonna get eaten by a space monster. That is all I can say is gonna happen here. Okay, we'll send over this
The
fleet in
fleet
a
has been
moment.
refitted.
So now that I have those carriers, cruisers, I guess I'll wait a little bit. But I do want to get those
Anomalous
cruisers.
space-time continuum ahead.
Is there a...
The fleet has been refitted.
So now we're going to send... Whatever. We'll let them go. Multi-phasic force fields. Good luck with that, sir. Alright, next tree. So I got the 2 early trees. These are kind of no-brainers to me. Now is when you kind of have options. So I do like the idea of mining station output bonus. Resources from jobs is also just plus 5% to your whole empire's economy. Cost and building. This is really powerful. Like, additional housing is really dope. Upkeep is cheaper. Drone output is also nice. So not only do you get 5% more resources from jobs, you also get 5% complex drone output, 5% energy. So prosperity, pretty sick. Domination, again, I don't care for this one, so this is kind of out for me. And again, with unyielding, I also, like, am I going to sit in my empire with my star bases and defensive platforms? No, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to kill them. So since I know I'm not going with these 2, I just have to pick between these 4. Which ones am I going to go for right now? That doesn't add up. 5. I'm considering Centrifuge just because we are playing with the code breaking and could be fun. Pharmacy is a little more direct. This one's also a really tempting one just because finishing the tree gives you, I guess, no, what is it? This one, ship fire rate 10%. That's a huge damage increase to your starships. The rest of this is nice, cheaper ships, more build capacity, like all things that sound really cool, but like, holy cow, 10% damage. Army damage is okay. I think because I'm planning a lot of war in the future, we'll go with supremacy. We'll rush overwhelming force. Um, but these worlds where I'm specializing in farming, once I run out of like farm districts, I can either choose a secondary district to specialize in, or I can go with hive districts to get more buildings and fill in the rest of the housing and jobs with building stuff, which would be nice because then I could build more Unity, because I think I need to really lean more into Unity. This world could use another hive district, not only because of the amenities, the housing, this thing. We'll also build another industrial district, try to get more alloys. We are capped on food, so we'll sell some of that. Terraform this planet with that money. And then I don't think there are any other planets. This one might be worth it. Let's do it. I tend to be quick to
A new
colonize just
port
because,
to
or
call
terraform,
home.
because money's cheap.
Ledger of situations amended.
Research giant skeletons. It's an easy way to get a couple hundred XP.
A new port to call home.
2,000 minerals, not bad. You
A
do
system
this.
has been charted.
Do that.
Intellectual booty.
Do you have a construction ship down here? I do. Alright, we're gonna send you. Get that too. This contact aborted. Oh, what? The so my because my dude got kicked out of his previous first contact because they no longer exist. He can't go on another one. Um, the fact that this contact disappeared and another one popped up immediately makes me think something happened within the empire that killed it and turned into another empire. Um, we'll find out. Research. So station output is super important to my research currently. So if we look at my research, 50% of it comes from stations. So anything that above stations will be good. I do have new planets now to think about, so these ones are big, especially this guy. Holy cow. Um, Again, absolutely no interest in building mining districts. So we'll build the food, we'll build some energy, we'll build one of these, whatever. I do want spawning pools on all these planets, so let's just make sure I'm remembering to build those. You do not have a spawning pool, you have a synaptic node. Build a city district. City district. I want to leave those synaptic nodes because I don't tend to build them, and demolish this and replace it with the spawning pools are like ultra important because they make pops grow faster, and faster pop growth means you fill in those jobs faster and you can make better use of your planets. Like right now, I'm barely keeping up with my base resources, and in order to get more alloy, I need more food. So, so we've fully expanded this
Project done.
direction.
Not so special now, was it?
Someone came in here and attacked this ruby again. Okay, an occupation flotilla. All right. Why don't we call it here? Not a super exciting episode, but empire management is important.